all-time high, defeating all our predictions of potential correction of 5 to 7%. That didn't happen. We had pretty much a V-shaped recovery and a breakout through the upside. Thankfully, we have been spreading our funds across together with our VP members and been making fantastic trades in various sectors. That includes lithium. We did 3 trades with Mineral Resources Australia. The last trade was 100% profit locked in. And tech stocks, we also into Zip. Zip's now over 100% profit since we bought at 158 about 4 months ago. We're holding now because stocks that we believe could have a further upside, then we will keep holding. Other stocks that we are a little bit skeptical about, we just follow strictly BGS20 strategy, and as soon as it reaches 94%, we will be locking in profit. And maybe sometimes we'll let rally a little bit more, like we did with Resolute Mining recently, and also with Mineral Resources Australia, which is also a lithium exposure stock. Unfortunately, we miss out completely today's rally, and rather than going emotional on this, we look into sectors and stocks that is still haven't actually gone up in a way we believe it could be going up, and also trying to understand where is the money flowing from the banks into potentially other sectors. And as we can see, we see healthy stocks start sort of popping up from its recent lows, and then also resources, as you probably have seen with BHP moving, Fortescue moving, and many other stocks. Now we're going to be looking into one particular stock that we are holding with our VP members. It is in the material sector. Is still trading at a technically discounted price for the long term, which offers a potential buying opportunity at the current levels. So we're going to be looking at this particular stock very soon. And then we're going to review some of the stocks that we are holding, like Zip, for example, which has, again, done another incredibly good rally. And we're going to be looking in the chart right now. And the other ones I want to be looking at as well is healthy stocks. So let's take a look at Mesoblast, because Mesoblast is a stock that we have recently locked incredibly good profitable as well with our VP members. But if you look at the Mesoblast chart, we will see some very particular formation that sort of suggests that we are prone for a rally continuation. So let's kick off right now. My name is Les and I'm Chief Analyst of BG Trading Australia. Today is 11th of August 2025, reporting season, market at its all-time high. I just want to remind you before we moving forward, this is not a financial advice, it's just from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply BGS20 strategies together with our VP members to achieve incredibly good results of 20 to 40% profits. And sometimes, obviously, we do take stop losses, but when we set up our trades, most of our trades are 3 times winning to 1 time losing. This is the beauty about BGS20 strategy. So if you are not part of our free Facebook community, I'd like to invite you right now, buy, grow, sell strategy for share traders. Details at the comments below. And if you would like to become a VIP member and have access to all our trades, setups and targets, stop losses, risk assessments, and much more, also link at the description below. Right? Now let's start with the first one. Let's start with Self32. I like S32 now. The reason I do is because it hasn't yet rallied and reported reasonably well. Aluminum is doing well as well. Copper has fallen, but the stock has actually held its its price didn't crash with recent copper price crash. The only reason the copper crash is because it was artificially pumped before. That's the only reason. It's actually at the where it's supposed to be the right price. But according to this chart formation, as you can see right here, and that's what I like Self32 right now as we speak, because it is in a sector that I been seeing a lot of funds from institutional investors coming into this sector from banks. And but most importantly, the chart formation is looking very, very interesting. In our opinion, it is a constructive chart formation with higher lows and higher highs as well. And we have this triangulation, which I will be that suggests that will be a breakout to the upside soon. Stock hasn't moved yet. It's seeming a little bit boring for many people because everyone now is focusing to lithium stocks rallying like 16, 17% in one day. But again, you want to go for quick money, you could have a very, very bad trade. So you just got to be very, very careful and focus into consistent trades of 20 to 40%. That's what we do here. And we believe that Self32 could be a stock, could be a winner here. And still, look at this, trading under the long-term moving average of 250 days and right at shorter moving average. So anyone buying this now, based on this chart formation, based on BGS20 strategy, will be buying a technically discounted price. That's what we like. And then obviously, it looks a little bit boring, but as you can see here, Self32 can move quite quickly. In fact, it moves many traders rather trade S32 over BHP, for example, just because it moves in a much wider range, right? So that's the thing. It is still in, as you can see, still in long-term downtrend. If we put this downtrend line there. But I will be expecting this long-term downtrend to break out in the near term, right? Obviously, this is a little bit of speculation, but one thing we know for fact, it is trading technically discounted price, reported reasonably okay. That is for me a buying opportunity. Obviously, this is not a financial advice. You got to make sure you understand the company. This is diversified base metal producer. So understand the company before buying. And then if you're going to buy, make sure you have a target in mind. Don't just buy and hold for long term. It doesn't make any sense. So we have to have a target. What is the target? The target not necessarily needs to be a number. Can be a macro event. So some of our trades that we are holding for long term, I'll give you an example in the next stock, ZIP. You will understand what I'm saying, right? So now let's move to ZIP, which is our favorite trading stock. We did create for many people what we call lifetime wealth just by trading ZIP many times. So now we are about 110% up in this position because we bought at 158 with our VP members. If you been following us on this channel, we've been updating ZIP almost every month, like 2-3 videos per month. And since it broke out from this downtrend here, it is a very promising stock right now. And obviously it's held here. It reached our long-term target, which is a target 2, and effectively, as we mentioned before, it is a strong multi-year resistance level there that needs to be broken. I believe will break soon. potentially upon the upcoming FY 2025 results, which is in a couple of weeks. Just to make sure, if you're holding ZIP through the day which the company will be releasing the report, be ready for artificial sell-off or some unrealistic share price movement, right? We don't know, could be positive, could be negative. Just gotta be careful. Our focus will be on analyzing the report itself, and then we're going to reassess the company. We're going to be reassess the stock, right? For now, we are still holding, even though it reached our long-term target. We believe there is a lot more upside, but the fundamental result has to come in line to our expectation, to our projection. So we have an effective breakout, which still hasn't happened, effective breakout of this long-term resistance level right there. If that happens, then we should be a green light for ZIP to move towards $5, like $4-5, right? So that's ZIP right now. Another thing interesting to see on ZIP is that the share price now is far more like closer from its short-term moving average than it used to be before, and that is actually a very positive aspect. Even the long-term moving average now is averaging around $2.50, which is really good. Even if you have a big correction, $2.50 should be a strong support, which means anyone that bought with us at 158 should still, even if we have the worst case, we have a negative market reaction, and we've been having across the sector, just gotta be careful. CESO beat analyst expectation and fell 30%. But then obviously CESO had a unrealistic rally. It was a huge rally. Now 50% below its recent highs. Like ZIP, I don't think ZIP had like a formal unrealistic rally. I think ZIP is has like sustainably rally all the way from this sort of a $1.46 to $3.60, and I think still a further rally to go, but we will need fundamental confirmation and a technical breakout of this multi-year resistance level right there around $3.50. Okay, this is ZIP at the moment. We are holding. I mean, like, I'm not a financial advisor, I can't advise, but I would, if I was needing short-term liquidity, I would be selling right here at our target 2, which by the way reached a few days ago last week, and then potentially wait for the financial result confirmation, and then once you have the confirmation, see what the market reaction was, and if it is positive, focus into the result. Don't focus into the market overreaction, right? So that's ZIP right here. Now let's talk about another stock that I really like, and we have recently locked in a trade with our VP members, which is Mesoblast, MSB. Mesoblast, as you can see here, even we have our target, BGS 20 target right there, and it was reached. We end up selling over $2.40, which gave us about 50% profit. I'm pretty sure that is what the profit was. Let me just double check here. So that's mineral resource trading. Yeah, 42% in 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks. That's really quickly. That's when the quick money is made. Right there. Incredibly good trade. Now, why I'm bringing Mesoblast back here, it's because you see how this, you have this huge rally right there, this really big green candle with huge volume. Now, generally, this is a rule for momentum momentum stocks. So generally what happens is when we have this rally and we should have a consolidation, like a tight consolidation with low volume, which is exactly what's happening right now with Mesoblast. So as you can see here, we have a sort of a like fairly low volume there, right? It's gonna highlighting in red there, and in this tight consolidation. So what does it should suggest us is that we might have a continuation of this this breakout right there. And the one thing I like here is that if that happens, then we're going to be reaching around $3 on this particular stock, okay? Which gives anyone that if you successfully trade from here, let me just take a look here, how much will that be? Could give easily another 30% profit right there, 30% rally, which coincides with sort of even with this previous rally right there. So my projections for MSB, for Mesoblast, based on this, would be for after this tight consolidation and is right within our modeling, still probably could fall another day here, but I would be probably looking to a bounce like this on the RSI first, right, which would lead us to $3. And a lot's going on in Mesoblast with this company now. Revenue has been show incredibly sort of rapid ramp up, which is very effective. And this could be again, this is, you gotta do your own research, guys. This is my opinion based on the fundamental analysis on the company's position today. That could change, but it could be well a $10 stock in within the next 12 months if they keep progressing the way they are doing. So I'm talking about $10 stock. It could, yes, but obviously it's a risky stock. It's a bit of speculative, right? I wouldn't be holding for $10. I would probably be trading within the next sort of development of these in the next few months. And then obviously if you head towards the end, the happy days. But it's just hypothetically speaking, the way this company has been increasing revenue, and there's also another, most likely they will be launching another BLA with FDA. And if they get approved again, that will take the stock to the next level. Where is the next level? Depending on the hype, depends on the hype of the market, right? So this is our this is my projection for Mesoblast. Okay, the only problem we have if we're going to apply BGS20 strategy is the fact that because we had this rapid growth on the share price, so both moving averages are well below the current price. So essentially, what I normally would like to buy a technically discounted price, this setup here shows a very impulsive movement, like very, very strong volume, and then it held most of these, probably I would say, it's only fell about 1/4 of the rally, which is very, very positive, very constructive formation right there, and the volumes are really low on this tight consolidation, so that which makes it really tight. And again, wouldn't surprise me to see in the next few days or few weeks another big green candle like this with a high volume for Mesoblast, right? This would be the ideal position, but I would look. Would I be very comfortable buying now? Potentially. The key to buy when we are talking about a stock that is trading well above those moving averages is to set up a very tight stop loss. So essentially, let me share how I would set up this trade if I was going to do that now. If I was going to chase a trade under $3, I mean, for the target under $3, so 29%. So we can do 3 to 1, so we can still increase a little bit to 8%, probably 8-9% right there. So it still gives a 3 to 1 winning losing opportunity right there. But we definitely want to hold this right here on this tight consolidation where this hypothetical support level is currently sitting, right? It could be a little bit too early, but when this thing moves again, it could be a rapid movement, right? It's almost reaching this RSI ascendant support line that right there, and that's where we wanted to see a bounce. As soon as we see a bounce, then that's when we'll reflect on the chart above the candlestick charts that we're seeing right there. At the moment, it's still waiting. I still would wait for a little bit of confirmation right there, but everything is looking very, very sweet here for Mesoblast from the fundamental and the technical aspect as well, right? This is my video for today. Hopefully this was valuable for you. Let us know what you think in the comments. Give your opinion about the stocks. What do you think? And happy days. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.